Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. Hope you guys are having a good one out there. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Ian.
Oh, yeah, we are excited to be here. Hopefully, you guys had a great Monday. Today is a MegaSota game night for you guys. That is, it is every single Tuesday, and we're going to be streaming to you live on all those Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on Twitch as well. Both of our channels are going to be under the name MegaSota for you guys.
Definitely check in with those streams, as well as check out the places that just got some brand new Pilot TVs. Those places are Municipal Liquor Store Moose Lake, Sidewinders, Polar Bar, as well as Roddy's Bar.
Oh, yeah, that's some really exciting stuff, but we got some really exciting cash prizes on the line for you guys today to try and take home. We got that Twins Bingo jackpot still rolling and growing. It's about $683. You can take it home in 52 balls or less.
Should be an absolute blast. And then we head into the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter, where you guys could take home a minor prize that's at $139. You could take it home in 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, it only needs $11 more per score. It's going to be clicking up to that max ball count of 64 balls or less. So you guys need to be there primed and ready right at 1 p.m. to take it home.
Oh, for sure.
That Skull Bingo coverall, guys, you absolutely need to be coming out for. You guys get a lot of opportunities, and you get a coverall prize at $58,297 today. Take it home in 50 balls or less, and I think it'd be a great prize to start your day off with.
Oh, I completely agree. I like all these prizes that we have highlighted for today, but we had some great prizes go out yesterday.
That's
as
right.
It was definitely a busy Monday. 4 different jackpots going out, and the first one went out to Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizza and Pub, Oak Park Heights, who took home a whopping $4,216.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Mad Hatter over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, taking home $723.
Oh, yeah, great character from Alice in Wonderland, and if you
yes.
guys want to see him in one of our e-tabs, you guys should play a little bit of Winter Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
But we also had other winners, as we had Dork Early over at VFW Austin, taking home $1,032.
Nicely done. And the final jackpot that went out yesterday went out to Bill Dozer, taken over at Holiday Inn, too, who took home $617.
Well, definitely some fun names getting those wins, as well as some big-time players. And you guys can get some big-time wins in our newest e-tab game. It just went out last Thursday, and that's lots of loons. Check out that loons bonus and try and win some of the biggest prizes.
Absolutely. Definitely check out Lots of Loon. It's a great one, and I can't wait to hear your guys' feedback on it. But we are going to be checking into Cottage Grove, Minnesota, to see what the weather's looking like today. And there is abundant sunshine. It's going to be a high of 84 degrees today. Winds are only light and variable, so it's going to be a nice and sunny day.
Oh, yeah, and it heads into a clear sky night with a low around 60 degrees. Winds light and variable as well, so it should just be a nice sunshiny day heading into a nice cool night.
Well, absolutely sounds like a great summer day to take home some jackpots, and we got a lot of opportunities for you guys to be doing so. We already talked about that Twins Bingo jackpot. It happens 12/1 each and every day, just 10 minutes after we get off air, and we got $683 on the line. And no matter what that cash amount is at, it's always at that 52 ball count for you guys.
Oh, yeah, as well as while you're getting wins in that Twins Bingo, you're taking home some points towards the Twiking zone. And wasn't a lot of shakeups, but there was definitely some big ones as of yesterday. But let's before we get into those shakeups, which are in our top 3, let's talk about some of these close races a little bit lower on in our standings. As our 10th place player, Juicy Loser at VFW Columbia Heights, is only 3,000 points behind the 9th place player, T-Bone, over at Poppers. They both have 33,000 points.
I could definitely see some shakeups happening there. Juicy Loser is known to come out at that lunchtime show, but T-Bone definitely trying to hold on to his spot, so we'll have to see who's going to be the winner coming out of that close-knit race.
Oh, for sure, but there's another 3,000 point gap between two players right outside of the 100,000 point club.
That's right, and in 5th place, it's Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 80,000 points. Just 3,000 ahead, we got Mikey Wins at Steve-O's with 83,000 in 4th place. Definitely that close-knit race that we're going to be keeping our eye on.
And that leads you right into the shake-up of these standings, as both these players made some huge leaps yesterday, getting into the 100,000 point club, but one player got got bumped back as Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven was able to get 102,000 points, getting bumped back to that third place spot as Scrub Eye passed them up, going from third to second at VFW Blaine, reclaiming their spot after losing it over the weekend with now 103,000 points.
Yeah, but it's pretty close-knit with our number one player, Loser Dave, over at VFW Spring Lake Park, only 109,000 points, 6,000 in front of Scrub Eye. So that is definitely some close-knit stuff, and I think anybody in that top three, and maybe even right outside, could definitely rival them in that first place spot.
Oh, I completely agree, especially with that top three. There's only, 7,000 between third and first place. That can be made up in one lunchtime bingo. But on the location side of the standings, we also had some more shakeups and some really nice races that are occurring in these standings.
That's right, and coming in from unranked, we got Cooper's Restaurant and Egan tying it up with the Floppy Crappie in Pokegama Township. Now they are both in 9th place, both with 40,000 points.
Oh, yeah, definitely a crazy tie there. And that leads you right into some close races. As 8th place, the Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 62,000 points is only 2,000 points. The 7th place location with 64,000 points, Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent.
Some big-time locations and getting always that consistent play, so we'll have to see who's going to come out on top and get the most points there. Other than that, we have our entire top 5 in the 100,000 point club or higher. Well, as the shakeup stopped there, we're just going to run through our top 5s, and we got VFW Blaine in 5th place with 125,000. With 130,000 in 4th place, it's Poppers in Virginia. 3rd place is Corky's Bar in South Haven with 169,000. Then to the 200,000 point club, because in 2nd, it's American Legion Fridley, and they have 228,000. With 259,000 in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, the reigning champions are trying to get their lead in this season as well. They're starting to build it up a little bit, but American Legion Fridley seems to be right on their tail for the most of this season. This may be the largest gap that we've seen for VFW Spring Lake Park so far in Season 12.
Absolutely. So we'll have to see which locations are getting those big-time plays with you guys out there at lunchtime. So make sure you guys are coming out from 12 to 1 to try your hand at Twins Bingo.
Yeah. Also try your hand at those E-Tab games as we're listening to a great one, Diesel Freaks. It's one of my favorite ones as it's got slime monsters. Feels a little Mad Max meets Roadrunner theme. And you guys can try out that one or the 50 different shareable E-Tab games that we have. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in that as well. And I mean, would love to plug it once again. Lots of loons, the newest E-Tab game. Definitely check it out.
Absolutely. They're a lot of fun, but if you just want to stick to the regularly scheduled bingo, we got plenty of opportunities for you guys. After that Twins Bingo, right at 1 p.m. all the way till 4 p.m., that's when we run the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter. You guys have some great prizes starting out the day, and we're starting out with that minor. We already talked about it. It's at 60 balls or less and $139. Only needs 11 more dollars before it clicks up to 60 to 64. Completely doable, and we can't wait to get that cash in your pocket as soon as possible. It grows so quickly all the time.
Oh, definitely. It's an absolute blast in that Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, as those winnings happen so often. The minor prize, I mean, clicks up every $50 up 4 balls, and so it's always a really, really exciting time as lots of jackpots go out.
Absolutely, but we also have 2 other jackpots on the line other than that minor during the 25-cent card edition, where we have that major at $269. You can take that home in 48 balls or less, and we've got that mega at $25,000, starting the day out at 43 balls or less for you guys.
Yeah, definitely check out those games, as well as our happy hour games, as we got some Lucky 4 bingo action that always starts off our happy hour right at 4 p.m. There's $27,260 available on that one, and it just continues to roll and grow, and we'll see if it goes out at 4 p.m., but if it doesn't, we'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. In between, though, we got Skull Bingo running from 4 to 6. There's a coverall jackpot of $58,297. We talked about it and highlighted it. You can win it in 50 balls or less, but the great thing about these prizes is that no matter matter what the money amount is, the ball counts never change. And so that large frame sitting at $2,451 can still be taken home in 43 balls or less. And that line prize at $42.75 that grows so quickly can still be taken home in 10 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We give out a ton of those prizes during our happy hour show. And from 4 to 6, when you're playing that school bingo, you guys are also going to be taking home some points towards our happy hour standings. We've been working diligently, keeping track of everybody's points that have been accumulated in the last 2 weeks, and we can't wait to get these standings updated for you guys. But as it stands, we have the standings from when we just left off before Skull Bingo kicked off. And in 10th place, we got that tie with a 3-way tie between Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hanger 45, and Jay Surma at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville. They all have 10,000 points. But with 11,000, we got a 3-way tie in 7th between Dustball 75 at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill, Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby at American Legion Fridley. Right ahead of them in 6th place, it's Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon with 12,000. With 13,000 in 5th place, it's Chica over at Willie McCoy's of Andover. 4th place is Billany over at VFW Blaine with 15,000. 3rd place is O'Lars at Anami Vets Club with 17,000. Then with 20,000 in 2nd place is Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. And in 1st place, it is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 38,000.
Definitely some crazy, crazy standings there. And let's get into the location side. In 10th place, we got the Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 8th place, we actually have a 2-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids and Willie McCoy's of Andover. 7th place is Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar Burnsville with 19,000 points. 6th place is VFW Blaine with 23,000 points. And with 26,000 points in 5th place, we got the Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 in Hilltop. 4th place is American Legion Fridley with 33,000 points. 3rd place is VFW Blaine with 44,000 points. With 46,000 points in 2nd place, we got Anami Vets Club. And in 1st place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 80,000 points.
That is some really exciting stuff. So make sure you guys are coming out from 4 to 6 to get some Soul Bingo prizes, along with trying to take home that Lucky 4 Bingo prize. We have $27,260 on the line. You guys will definitely not want to miss out on it.
Oh, yeah, and that leads you right into some more Skull Bingo that usually runs from 6 all the way till 10. With that coverall, you could take home in 50 balls or less, large frame that you could take home in 43 balls or less, and a line prize that you could take home in 10 balls or less. But tonight, it's going to be interrupted by the biggest gaming night of the week and our first PGL night of this week, and that is MegaSota game night. That starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and you guys will take a quick hour-and-a-half break from Skull Bingo to play these great PGL games where you can win a lot of cash, as well as take home a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale jackpot of $26,811, and all you gotta do is win it in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely, guys. We weren't able to give it out in the previous week, so definitely come out on Tuesday to try and take it home. Tony and Nikki will be out, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's your only chance to see them hosting the night, and it's going to be a great show, so definitely come out for it. But on TwinsWinsDay, we have each and every Wednesday from 7 to 9. Ian and I get to take on over, and we got a ton of fun tournament-style games. We even have a high-low game where the biggest loser gets to take home a first-place prize.
Oh, yeah, I love our TwinsWinsDay, and we just gave out that Jackpot Jungle jackpot not too long ago, just last week, actually.
Yes.
And so we actually switched up our grand finale. Instead of one game of Jackpot Jungle, we now have 2 games of Wipeout Blackout to end off that one.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. I love the design of Wipeout Blackout, so I can't wait to play some more of it. But if you guys want to be earning points on those nights, you got to be signed up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. So get signed up at PGL.world today so that you can receive those points, information, as well as those great that registration email and info about PyCon as well, because that event is just around the corner.
That's right. It's happening September 15th, but you guys need to sign up at PGL.world because registration is required. It is free for players, but you will need to do it for entry. We sold out last year, so make sure you guys reserve your spot because we can't wait to see you guys out there. We're going to be meeting you there. We're going to bring you up on the broadcast, or we're going to listen to some great tunes. And if you want an even bigger PyCon announcement, stick around for Twins Bingo because we'll be diving into it.
Oh, for sure. But those players that just got signed joined up at PGL.World, we love to highlight, and we got some new ones that just got joined up last week.
That's right. We had Phil Gurr. We had Wild Up North. We also had Quarty 507. We had Joanne JT Ritt, John Diaz 34, Ron Diaz 34. I'm sorry. We also had Josie 95. We had Ferg 5530, Kate Slick, as well as USS 2020.
Yeah, definitely some great names out there now competing for those PGL points. But just last Wednesday, we had some shakeups of these PGL points. And so let's highlight those before we have more shakeups coming tonight. And getting pushed back from 9th into 10th, we got Tavern over at Claremont Pub. Right behind, moving from 10th into 9th, Deb Daniels over at HR Pesties, who now has 227,000 points.
Yeah, that's some big time stuff. They did a little switcheroo, but jumping right ahead of them as they were able to hold on to at least the top 10 standings. Coming in from unranked, now into 8th place from last Wednesday, we had Jay Stads over at the Bird's Nest with 228,000 points.
Big movement there, but the shakeups didn't stop there as we had a huge riser that did a bunch of bumping back, like Diesel at Eco St. James getting bumped back from 5th into 6th, getting bumped back from 4th into 5th. We had Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill, getting bumped back from 3rd into 4th. We got Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, and even formerly in 2nd place, getting bumped back to 3rd place, Devoided at the Roadside, all got bumped by this big time player, moving from 6th all the way to 2nd place, and that was Keeves over at Clearwater Corners, who now has 345,000 points.
Yeah, definitely closing in on that first place player. Forget UD over at VFW Austin, who has 267,000 points. I can't wait to see if they're going to be able to come out, because we see that Forget UD is typically a Wednesday night player, and that's how he holds on to his standings. But I don't think that tactic will keep him in first place very long.
Yeah, we'll see if it happens. Definitely just great stuff happening in these PGL standings. But on the location side, we had a bunch of newcomer locations joining up into our top 10, as 9th place is LJ's in Miltona, coming from unranked. Coming from unranked to 8th place, we got Corner Pocket in Rice. And coming from unranked to 7th, we got American Legion Fridley. They all were able to pass up the formerly in 7th place location, now bump back to 10th, Rusty Nail Thief River Falls.
Absolutely. That is some big time stuff. 3 great locations coming in from unranked. I can't wait to see the shakeups that happen. It typically is on the location side where we see a bunch of newcomers jumping into these standings.
Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. And some of those were big ones like American Legion Fridley, which is in a multiple of our standings.
Absolutely. But the other location in 6th place that's right outside of that 1 million point club is Billy's Rockford. They're right there, right closing in on that 1 million point club, and our entire top 5 is already there.
Yeah, 5th place, we got VFW Northfield. 4th place is Miltona Liquor Store. 3rd place is Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. And we had one final shakeup in these standings, and that's as Mabel Liquor Store got bumped back from 1st into 2nd, now with 1,643,000 points, but with 1,665,000 points, barely able to scrape by the Mabel Liquor Store. In 1st place now, we got Poppers in Virginia.
Yeah, last season's champions. We'll have to see if they can hold on to these top spots, but I just know that we're going to have so many more shakeups to ensue the rest of the season, and I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, it should be an absolute blast. I mean, championships are won by inches, and so it should be a fun one, as these locations just seem to be going back and forth, pushing them to even higher point totals.
Absolutely. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and there are people that have the dedication and determination to get these points and stay in our top 10s.
Gosh,
and I can't wait to see how the season 12 ends.
I mean, that got me ready to run through a brick wall right there. But we do have a great social media team that's always keeping our Facebook up to date, and so definitely go check out our Facebook, search up Pilot Games, click on our logo, and you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. There's also a website link there that is our link tree, which has a bunch of different links like to bar locations, social media, even PGL.World, and so much more. We love Facebook, and so go and check that one out to find out everything about Pilot Games.
Absolutely. But now it's come time, before we let you loose for 10 minutes before we return for some Twins Bingo, to talk about the biggest jackpot winner of this past weekend and the charity they supported while playing Pilot Games. And that was Pepper, who was playing over at Moose Lodge Waite Park, who got to take take home a big kahuna jackpot of $25,894 this past weekend. That was a great one to take home.
Yeah, shorted them even $10,000. It was $35,894.
35,000.
Yeah, I mean, giant. I mean, I would have been happy with 25, but 35 is actually what Pepper won. Awesome, awesome stuff. And everyone at Moose Lodge Weight Park is supporting the Moose Lodge 1400 Weight Park, and their mission is to be a fraternal program and community service within our lodge and chapter system, known as the Loyal Order of Moose and the Woman of the Moose.
Well, that is a great jackpot. They took home $35,000, closing in on 36 actually, and an even better charity to support while playing. Well, you guys have just about 10 minutes before we're going to be jumping into some Twins Bingo. And guys, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you in a bit.
guys, over the past weekend, we ended up giving out 9 jackpots over the weekend, and that is an awesome, awesome weekend in Season 12, and I can't wait to talk about these winners.
Oh, yeah, but the first one that went out on Friday went out to Rondo over at Patrick's on third, taking home $845.10.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Gio on Friday over at Bleachers, taking home $1,195.
Yeah, good job. We also had Hooey over at Outtakes, taking home $1,120.
That's right, and then Saturday got started off right with the largest jackpot of the weekend, going out to Bliss over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home $6,175.
Then we had Why Not Me Q over at Boulder Tap House Rochester, taking home $924.
Nicely done. And then finishing out Saturday, we had Teresa Jim over at Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove, taking home $765.
Well, to start off Sunday, we had Betty over at Manana Hilltop Tavern, taking home $3,789.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Rox Jim over at Adagio's, taking home $886.
Yeah, and the final jackpot of these lovely 9 jackpots we gave out was Vicky over at Ottertail Supper Club, taking home $1,822. And make sure you guys come out for our live bingo that runs from 12 all the way till 10 o'clock, 7 days a week. We love giving out these jackpots, and hopefully we can see your name get added to this list. Hey guys, and we love our Twins bingo that runs during lunchtime from 12 to 1 every single day. And we have a crazy standings with all those players that have been earning points during that lunchtime.
Absolutely, so hopping right into the player standings. In 10th place, we got Juicy Loser over at VFW Columbia Heights with 30,000 points. Then in 9th, we got T-Bone over at Poppers with 33,000, both 44,000 points. In 8th place, we have Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant. 7th place sits with Tez over at Poppers with 46,000, but with 71,000 points. In 6th place, it's Red at American Legion Fridley. 5th place sits with Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 76,000 points. Then in 4th place, it's Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's with 81,000 points. but with 84,000 points. Right ahead of him in third place, it's Sinbob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven. Second place, it was Grub-Eye over at VFW Blaine with 93,000. And then with 94,000 in first.
Hey guys, and we are here for some Twins Bingo. Just
Oh, yeah.
18 seconds to get enrolled in this very first game, and we got $741 of total prizes, and so this should be an absolute blast. I'm Ian, and I'm joined with
Jordy.
Yeah, and we are streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. But we do have balls dropping in this very, very first game, and let's see what our prizes are sitting at, as we have a line prize of $6, a large M of $6, and a $726 coverall prize.
Oh, yeah.
Should be an absolute blast.
Absolutely. We already have people 2 balls away from taking home this line prize, so let's get that out nice and early and get a nice little run up at that jackpot. But if you guys are at a couple locations that just got some Pilot TVs, the latest ones that were installed were at Municipal Liquor Store Moose Lake, Sidewinders, Polar Bar, and even Roddy's Bar.
Yeah, definitely some great locations there. I would like to take a pit stop over to Sidewinders. I don't know why. I really like the name. We do have a line prize winner, though.
That's right. Sinbob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven is getting it done and taking home that $6 line prize. There are so many locations, though, that when I see them get those Pilot TVs, I would love to go to, like the Minnesota Wing King.
Yeah, there's so many different ones.
Absolutely.
Baldy's Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go there. I feel like they would have some really good barbecue. I mean,
Absolutely.
it has to be. So definitely great to see those locations getting Pilot TVs. But we also got to see some great jackpots go out yesterday, meaning we've given out 28 jackpots over the last 7 days. This is the highest I feel like we've been during this season 12 during jackpots in 7 days. And we're at 125 jackpots during this season 12.
Absolutely. And just yesterday, getting it started off right, we had Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, taking home $4,216.
Yeah, the largest jackpot of Monday. We also had Mad Hatter over at Beer Stube Bar 2, taking home $723.
That's right. Next up, we had Dorker Lee over at VFW Blaine, taking home $1,032.
Yeah, and then the final jackpot of Monday went out to Bill Dozer over at Holiday Inn 2, taking home $617.
Well, nicely done to all of our jackpot winners, and hopefully some of you guys out there can be like some of the lucky players from yesterday and taking home some great prizes today.
Oh, yeah. Now, when you read Mad Hatter, do you think of the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter or like the animated Mad Hatter?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter. Do I tell you what? I'm so Pilot Games oriented now. I think of the Pilot Games like Winter Wonderland Mad Hatter.
That's a good Mad Hatter.
That pops into my head right away. But we do have a winner on this large M before we talk some more.
That's right. We got Jules over at Broadway Pizza Blaine taking home that $6 large M. We just moved past that jackpot. We got $9 on that Musco prize now, and we got Brad 1 ball away.
Yeah, I love Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter, but it does kind of feel like, what's the vampire movie?
Something Shadows.
Yeah, I forget.
Dark Shadows?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
It
that.
feels like the Dark Shadows character mixed with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That is funny. We do have a couple winners, though.
Yeah, we got Swanson over at our place on third and Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven, splitting up $9 on that Musco coverall, meaning that jackpot is going to continue to grow and roll into this next game. So don't miss out on Twins Bingo game number 2 as we are about to get enrolled.
Absolutely. Well, when I think of Alice in Wonderland, I definitely think of the original animated movie.
Yes.
But when I think of the Mad Hatter, I think of Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter.
I think that's not a bad take right there.
Yeah.
As like he just has a very like rememberable look to him as the Mad Hatter. And
Absolutely. He was so animated, which is so different than a couple of his other works. I mean, he does such a great job with
he's such a versatile actor, and
Yes.
so when he brings out that weird animated side to him, that's kind of like that Willy Wonka, Captain
Yes.
Jack Sparrow mixed with like a little bit of craziness involved in it. It's really entertaining.
Absolutely.
But super fun stuff, and we got a super fun new eTab game that you guys got to try out. Lots of Loons. It's in your guys' iPads right now, and it just got there this last Thursday. Check check out that Loons bonus and try and win the biggest prizes.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun, so definitely go check out lots of Loons. But if you guys want to check out a promo for it, or really just anything that has to do with Pilot Games, our Facebook page is the place to be. You can search up Pilot Games and give us a like and follow, and that way be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You guys can even utilize that link tree where if you click on that website link, you got direct links to all of our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, as well as PGL.world and all the locations around Minnesota where you can play Pilot Games.
Yeah, they also keep you up to date with all of our progressives as well.
Absolutely.
And but we'll go over some of those great progressives with you right now. Obviously, right now we're in Twins Bingo. This runs 7 days a week from 12 all the way till 1.
Oh, yes.
But right before this, 5 days a week, we have a little Cup of Joe with Jordy action where we talk about all the great progressives, the shakeups in the standings, pretty much everything you need to know about your live bingo day. You can find out at the Cup of Joe with Jordy show from 11:30 all the way till 11:50. But now we're in Twins Bingo. That's what you're playing right now, and we'll be playing this all the way till 1 o'clock with a $723 jackpot. And it just continues to grow each game, and we got to give it out in 52 balls or less. But even after this, we head into some more great bingo.
That's right. From 1 to 4, we have the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter. We're starting out the day with that minor already at 60 balls or less, just 11 away from clicking up to 64 as it is sitting at $139. We have that major at $269 at 48 balls or less, and that mega at $25,000 at 43 balls or less.
Yeah, definitely great stuff in the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition. And the happy hour that comes right after it, even better stuff. I mean, hard to beat Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, but I like the happy hour just a little bit better, as you got Lucky 4 Bingo, which is a great game right at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock with $27,260. We'll see if we can give out that jackpot in either of those games. But after that, you get into the Skull Bingo in between from 4 all the way till 6 with a coverall of $58,297. You take home in 50 balls or less. A large frame of $2,451. You take home in 43 balls or less. And a line prize of $42 that you can take home in 10 balls or less. It's an absolute blast. And it even takes you into some more Skull Bingo after the happy hour. It won't be broadcast, but it will be still a lot of fun with those jackpots if they didn't go out growing and rolling from 6 all the way till 10, normally from 6 all the way till 10, or they'll go out and you can still win them at that same ball count because the coverall can always be won at 50 balls or less, large frame can always be won at 43 balls or less, and the line prize can always be taken home in 10 balls or less.
That's right, and so definitely come out for our happy hour show and even past it into the nighttime because we got a MegaSota game night tonight, and so you guys will get Skull Bingo from 6 to 6:40 and then again from 8:30 to 10, but at 6:40 we got that MegaSota game night, but we already have winners in this game number 2.
Yeah, we got Caribou, GTZ. Caribou's over at the Trail Stop Tavern, and GTZ over at the Midi, splitting up $5 on that line prize.
Oh, nicely done. We got $5 on that large M and $752 on that jackpot, but we got an even better jackpot on that MegaSota game night tonight as Tony and Nikki will be taking on over at 6:40, and we have a jackpot jungle coverall, the $1 edition, $26,811. You can take it home in 54 balls or less.
Yeah, and even after that MegaSota game night, you can keep on playing some more Skull Bingo, which is fun as well. But interrupting Skull Bingo tomorrow, we have another PGL night, TwinsWinsDay. That runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and there's a bunch of great PGL game action. And actually, we don't have a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale anymore. We're replacing it with 2 games of Wipeout Blackout. It's a bunch of neon-themed game, which is super fun. It's different than any of the other games that we play during our TwinsWinsDay. So definitely come out to check out the the resurgence of Wipeout Blackout.
I'm pretty excited.
As well as the other games. I don't think have played much Wipeout Blackout.
No, I haven't. Is this the one where it looks like
it's purple with a bunch of neon all
It almost
around
looks like it reminds me of almost like one of those like glow in the dark bowling alleys.
Yeah, I think of Tron when I see
Really?
it. That's what I think of.
I love that.
We do have a winner on that large M though.
Yeah, we got Donnie Who over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $5 on that large M. We moved past that jackpot as we have $8 on that Musco coverall now.
Yeah, great stuff. Hopefully we can give out this $8 quickly and we can start getting enrolled into game number 3 with that jackpot continuing to grow and roll. But as you guys are getting after this coverall as well as getting enrolled into that game, we're going to be hopping into some national days. And the first one is International Co-working Day. And before we get into the details of this national day, we got a winner right here taking home $8.
Ooh.
We got Sat over at Raffley's It's over at Halfley's Bar in Richmond. And then loser Dave, the #1 player in our Twiking Zone standings over at VFW Spring Lake Park, splitting that up. $8 being split up between the two of you.
Loser Dave, I'm happy to see you out there as we were going over it in that Cup of Joe with Jordy, and there are players closing in on your tail in that first place spot. So it's good to see you out there getting some points to try and solidify your placing.
Yeah, definitely awesome. But International Co-working Day.
That's right.
Each year on August 9th, International Co-working Day celebrates the impact of the co-working movement. It also is a day to realize we are all part of something greater than ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I got to know a little bit more about what's the co-working movement.
Yeah, I've never actually heard of that before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's just about coworkers and working together. But over a decade ago, the co-working movement was established as a workplace solution for independent mobile workers. The creative entrepreneur and small startup company to work collaboratively in a shared space with like-minded people. Co-working has since become a rapidly growing global workplace trend.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, I think I've only worked in working environments where you have a bunch of different coworkers there and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I was a nanny, I didn't. But other than that, every place I've worked, obviously, I had coworkers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, probably the most I've not been is I only had one coworker while I was working on pipelines and stuff like that. And the other, I had other coworkers, but I never saw
Worked
them.
with them.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if that's necessarily co-working with them. Kind of thing. But I think it's awesome when you can find coworkers that you really mesh with well. That's when you can find a really good workplace. And I think
Oh, absolutely. I have people from every workplace that I've worked in that I've maintained my friendship like throughout the years, even to now.
oh yeah, and it makes working there so much easier when you have those people that you can call your friends and stuff like that. So I think it's a great thing today that we started this. And I think it also helps with productivity, having that positivity
Absolutely.
of maybe having a friend when you go into work instead of being like, oh, I got to go do stuff all by myself and I don't get to talk to anybody. And
Yeah, I feel like coworkers could really make or break your work experience.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's also the other side to the coin where you can have bad coworkers and make it tough on your experience. But I think you can find the right spots for you, and there's a lot of people that really enjoy their working with other people. And I'm one of those people. I need other people around so I can talk and do stuff.
You're a very sociable person.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you guys couldn't tell.
Even if I kind of have to have another person just to do my job because I got to have a co-broadcaster. But besides that, I just like having my coworkers around. Even before broadcasts and stuff like that, we're always chatting up each other.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. And if you guys didn't know, all the broadcasters here are pretty much like all best friends.
Yeah. Fun little fact: John, Will, Jordy, and me, we all lived together about a year ago. And so
I had the proper new girl environment.
yeah, you really. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. Does that make me Nick Miller? I would love to take on that title. But
You're a little bit more productive, and I don't know what the right word is. Nick Miller is a little.
Oh yeah, but I still Nick Miller is the best character of that whole show, and so I'll
I don't know who I think
I'll
is.
stick with. We do have our prizes lined up for
That's
us
right.
as we have a $6 line prize, a $6 large M, and a $784 coverall in this game number
3
of Twins Bingo. We do have a line prize going out though.
That's right. We got Yazel7 over at Most taking home that $6 line prize. Nicely done. Let's get this large M out as we already have a bunch of players 5 balls away.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. And we'll see if we can give out that $6 large M early so that we can try out that $784 jackpot.
That's right. But we have another national day to get into with you guys, as it is National Veep Day. And National Veep Day on August 9th recognizes the succession plan of the President of the United States. The day also recognizes the one president who was neither elected vice president nor president, Gerald Ford.
Yeah, definitely a weird one, as I mean, it doesn't happen often where the president has to be before the next election gets replaced. But the times that it has had to happen, having this process is huge. And yeah, let's find out a little bit more about National Veep Day and the way Gerald Ford ended up taking over for that. In the history of the United States, 14 vice presidents became president, so not very many. We do have a large M winner, though.
That's right. We got Jules Stewart over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $6.
Yeah, only 5 of them at some point after completing their term as vice president. The other 8 ascended to presidency due to a tragic event of the president. And then there is one vice president who became president who was never elected at all.
That's
That is
funny.
crazy. Let's talk about
We have some vice president fun facts.
yeah, well, I want to talk about Gerald Ford
Okay.
because Nixon's first vice president was actually Spiro Agnew. However, Agnew resigned in 1973, where General Ford obtained the position of vice president by appointment. But before we get more into that, we do have a winner.
That's right. Jules Stewart taking home another win, $9 on that must-go prize over at VFW Spring Lake Park. That was game number 3. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 4 now.
Yeah, but then just 1 year later, Nixon ended up resigning in 1974. Ford then ascended to the presidency. He's the only president to serve who was neither elected to the position of vice president or president.
All right.
Pretty crazy stuff. Well, happy National Veep Day.
Absolutely.
But we are about to get enrolled into a game number
4.
already, game number 4. And as you guys are getting enrolled, we got a great national day to get into, and that's National Rice Pudding Day. On August 9th, many enjoy their favorite dish of many people enjoy their favorite dish on National Rice Pudding Day.
Absolutely. The rice pudding was always one of my brother's favorite desserts.
Yeah, I don't think I've had much rice pudding, to be honest.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
This is not particularly something up your alley.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy it whatsoever. Just
it's a texture, yeah.
just
you
to
would
do
not,
with how it is.
But it's kind of like if you've ever tried like a horchata or like a chai, it's like a cinnamon vanilla, and they put cinnamon sprinkled on top, and
That's
it's kind of
super
just like
tasty.
a vanilla pudding with soft rice beads in it.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
it's rice pudding is a dish made from rice mixed with water or milk and other ingredients such as cinnamon, vanilla, and raisins. Variants of are used for either desserts or dinner. When used as a dessert, it is commonly combined with a sweetener such as sugar. That is really cool.
Yeah, it's thought to have originated in China, which had ancient rice culture. It has been disputed by some different food historians, and they argue that rice pudding actually originated in India, which has an ancient rice culture as well as an ancient sugar culture.
That would make sense with it
Yeah.
having that kind of background with it. But the shelf life of this, storage and freezing, can be stored in an airtight container in the fridge for about 5 to 6 days. You can also freeze it in a freezer-safe container for up to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, but be aware that the texture may change slightly when reheated.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there you go. Happy National Rice Pudding Day. Definitely some fun stuff there as we get into our next national day, and that's National Book Lovers Day.
That's right, and this one is right up my alley, a National Book Lovers Day on August 9th. Harnesses all of the excitement of the bibliophiles that feel about hooks in one celebration.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that is someone who really enjoys books. Yeah, it is. Bibliophiles is a person who collects or has a great love for books.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had heard that term before.
Yeah, I've never heard that either, but super interesting stuff on today. But do you have a favorite book?
Probably as it stands, I would have to say Where the Crawdads Sing. It's the best novel I finished as of recently, but I'm not sure where I would say my...
Yeah, and
It's number 1 on the bestseller list right now
on the
for New York
bestseller
Times.
list. Yeah, for print and ebook fiction. But we'll also talk about the other ones that have been really popular, as they all seem to be Colleen Hoover outside of that. We do have a winner, though.
Yes, we have Tammy over at Danny's Dugout taking on that $6 line prize. We have $6 on that large M and $818 on that jackpot.
Okay, but at number 5, it's not a Colleen Hoover book. It's by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Seven Husbands of
Evelyn Hugo.
And you actually want to read this one,
Yes,
don't you?
I got this recommended to me by my mother's best friend. This is my next one on the list, but she said that there's a kind of a prequel to it that actually came out after.
Oh.
And she said that I should definitely read the prequel actually before reading this one.
Okay.
And so that's kind of on my list, but the other 3 are all Colleen Hoover books. One I'm currently reading as it stands, Ugly Love. They also have Verity, that I actually heard is Colleen Hoover's best novel ever. And the second one on the list is It Ends With Us, and I hear just girls go crazy over that one.
Definitely some fun stuff. And I know that Where the Crawdad Sings is getting a movie really soon. And
It's already out.
Oh, it's already out. And
Yes.
so I figure that has really attributed to its popularity, as a bunch of people
Yes,
are probably buying it to reread it and
Oh,
stuff
I'm
like
sure.
that.
Yeah, I ended up buying the book about a year and a half ago before there was going to be a movie rendition about it, and just the imagery in the book alone, it was amazing. I don't think that the movie will ever do it justice, but
it seems like one of
it's
those
definitely
movies
a cute
that
adaptation.
it's gonna be if
it's just like a chick flick.
Yeah, that's what it definitely
It's just
seems
like
that
a
way.
movie rendition chick flick.
But you
it's
actually
like
read the book to me while we were driving down to Florida, so I had my own personal audio book kind of thing.
Yes.
And
just for 8 hours.
And I only heard like probably the last quarter of the book.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining, at least the last
you
quarter
came
of
in
it.
a very, very interesting spot. We do have Donnie Hugh over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that $6 large M. We move past that jackpot. We have $10 on that Musco prize and a bunch of players one ball away.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, I'm happy the end of it. Very little romance and much more action, and so it was super, super entertaining. We do have a winner, though, on that coverall. $10 going out to Mojo Mom over at Corky's Bar, South Haven.
There's actually very little romance in the book in general.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. She does. It's really funny because she has 2 love interests, but it's definitely more focused on her life and the adversities she faced while living that
that's
life.
really cool. Well, I'll probably end up watching the movie just
With
because
me
you'll make me
yeah.
watch the movie, and it'll be entertaining enough since I've heard at least
yes,
a bit of the book.
You know what happens in the book.
Yeah, you've explained pretty much all the rest of it to me that I haven't heard you read, and so it'll be fun to watch it. But we are getting enrolled into a game number 5 of Twins Bingo, so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play as we talk a little bit about some Twins news, as they are 57 and 51 right now.
Absolutely. It's going to be really exciting as Kevin Bigelow hit a sacrifice fly in the 10th inning, and the Whit Merrifield scored on an overturned call to lead the Toronto Blue Jays to a 3-2 victory over the Minnesota Twins on Sunday and split the 4-game series.
I mean, it was still good that we split the 4-game series against a very talented Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, they're one of the better teams in their division, and so I think we would like to get more wins than that, but especially with all the trade acquisitions that we had, guys getting used to the new team that they were on, and we were utilizing them super early on. I'm happy that we were able to split that game, and hopefully it just means for more really good things as those guys get more integrated onto this team.
Absolutely. We are having a little bit of a tough game today, though, as they do have the game against the Dodgers. That's happening at 9:10 tonight. It's going to be an awesome night game for you guys. So it'll be some really exciting stuff. Right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers are 75 and 33.
Oh yeah, they're very talented right now, and we'll see where they rank in the power rankings.
Yeah.
Because they're probably really high up there, and it looks like at number 1 they have the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That does not surprise me at all.
And so it's going to be a tough game, but if we can pull out a win, it would mean big things for this team. And you guys can get a little bit of your own Twins bingo Twins action by playing the great eTab game. Twins win.
See the logo right here?
Yeah. Great eTab game. Play wherever you guys play Pilot games at, and try out the Home Run Derby bonus round. If you pick out the lucky batter, you'll be winning some Grand Slam prizes.
That's right. But each and every day from 12 to 1, whether you're playing our Twins bingo or when the NFL season kicks off, we're going to be playing some Vikings bingo. Whichever game you're playing, you guys are competing against each other and earning some points for what we call the Twiking Zone. And there's been some really exciting stuff happening, and our top 10s are awesome if you want to take the players away.
Oh, yeah. We definitely want to check that out. As in 10th place, place, we got Juicy Loser over at VFW Columbia Heights with 30,000 points. 9th place is T-Bone over at Poppers with 33,000 points. 8th place, it's Tez over at Poppers. 2 Poppers players right back to back with each other with 47,000 points. 7th place, we've seen them get with some wins today, is Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant with 61,000 points. With 71,000 points in 6th place, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley. In 5th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 80,000 points. With 83,000 points in 4th place, we got Mikey Wins over at Steve O's. Now we get into the 100,000 point club. But before we get into that, let's talk about the winner.
That's right. We got JSP over at Tammy's on the Ave taking home $6 on that line prize. We have $6 on that large M and $849 on that jackpot.
Yeah, definitely check that. Definitely get after those prizes. But let's talk about who's gotten the most wins during this season in the game that you're playing right now. And that the one player got bumped back from 2nd into 3rd, but got into the 100,000 point club. And that's Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 102,000 points, and could be moving up in these standings as they're only 1,000 points behind the next player who just moved up from 3rd into 2nd, Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, now with 103,000 points. But with a little bit of a lead, but needed some wins, and they definitely got some wins today that were much needed. With 109,000 points in 1st place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, and we already saw Simbob and Loser Dave out there getting wins today, so that is some big time stuff and should have some big implications on their standings. But the location side, we start off with a tie that was formed in 9th from coming in unranked Cooper's Restaurant in Egan. They tied it up with the Floppy Crappie in Pokegama Township with 40,000 points. Then in 8th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 62,000. Then with 64,000 right ahead of them in 7th place, it's Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. 6th place is our place on 3rd with 72,000 points. Then we get to the 100,000 point club because in 5th it's VFW Blaine with 125,000 points. Then with 130,000 in 4th place is Poppers in Virginia. 4th place is Corky's Bar in South Haven with 169,000 points. Then even further on in 2nd is American Legion Fridley with 228,000. Then with 259,000 in 1st place it's VFW Spring Lake Park.
Definitely some great location standings there with some big-time point totals. I mean, 200,000 point club already, and those 2 locations duking it out between American Legion Fridley and VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. It's been a blast to see, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the rest of the season of 12.
Oh, yeah, but we're listening to a really good E-Tab game, so if you want to take a break from that live bingo, we'll highlight it for you just in 1 second after we talk about a big-time winner.
That's right. We got Cass over at Halfley's Bar as well as AP2Il for you over at TT Stilted Tavern, taking home that large M. And then we have another winner on that large M. They got to split up $6, but AP2Il for you over at TT Stilted Tavern is taking home $9 to himself on that Musco prize.
Yeah, good job to all those players getting the win, and definitely some, I mean, too ill for you. I like that name right there. But E-Tab game that we're highlighting, Diesel Freaks. It's a super fun E-Tab game. You guys can check it out. It's got goo monsters. It's got, a fun desert theme to it, so it's an absolute blast. Even check out its bonus round and win some pretty huge prizes.
Absolutely, but if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we got over 50 different charitable E-Tab games to choose to play from, and we have a great prize up to $1,500 on each of them. They all have 85% payout, small bets between 50 cents and $5, awesome bonus rounds, and as well as free play rounds that you can win as well.
Yeah, we love those E-Tab games, as well as talking about some music days in history. And on today, in 1995, the original members of KISS played together for the first time since 1980 when Peter Criss and Ace Frehley joined the current band to record their MTV Unplugged special, which was later released as the album Kiss Unplugged. Not counting Ace Frehley's 1976 wedding, it also marks the only time that the original members have performed without makeup.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the appearance goes over so well that Criss and Frehley rejoined the band in 1996, replacing Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer. The subsequent outing becomes the top grossing tour that year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super, super fun. I can't imagine seeing Kiss perform without makeup.
I know. It doesn't feel right.
It really doesn't. But it's funny. The only other time that they've done it outside of that Kiss Unplugged is when they did
His wedding.
Yeah, his wedding, which is
That's
absolutely
hilarious.
awesome.
Absolutely. But we have another on this day in music history. This time it's in 2005 as Nickelback released Photograph, the first single from their album All the Right Reasons. Inspired by a drunken snapshot, the song is about Chad Kroger's memories of growing up in a small town in Alberta.
Yeah, definitely a fun one that has then went on to become a meme everywhere. Look at this graph. I've heard a million different times, but it's a fun song that definitely got a lot of popularity.
I feel like Nickelback gets a lot of hate, and I gotta say, I am an unironic Nickelback fan.
That's so funny. I've only met probably around like 3 of you throughout my life.
Really? I just listened to them growing up, and I was a huge fan, and so big fan.
No, I don't think they're as bad
I
as they
get the
get hate
humor
for.
behind them 100%.
It's more.
But I like their music. I don't get why people don't like their music.
It's not that I actually dislike their music. I think they're pretty decent. I don't choose to listen to them very often, but like I'll listen to them if someone else puts them on, and I won't hate it. But it's more fun.
I grew up listening to Rockstar.
It's just so funny to like hate on Nickelback for some reason, just because they're Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're awesome. They're
They
awesome. They're out of Canada, aren't they?
I'm not too sure.
I think Nickelback's based out of Canada. We do have our prizes up there for you.
I think you're right.
You want to tell them about the
Yes,
prizes?
I'm sorry. We got we got $7 on that line prize, $7 on that large M, and $886 on that jackpot. We got a bunch of players one ball away now. Donnie Hugh closing in on taking home this line prize.
Yeah, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah. So part of Canada kind of thing. And so really, really cool stuff. Definitely some fun days in music history. We do have a winner, though.
That's right. We got Cass over at Halfley's Bar, Julester at VFW Spring Lake Park, as well as Walls over at Moen's Bar, all splitting up that $7 line prize.
Yeah, good job to all those players. Now working on a large M of $7, and we'll see if any of these players who are 7 balls away can take it home. But as we have a PGL night tonight, you guys got to be signed up at pgl.world and become a member of our league. PGL players compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it. You guys can also get information about PyCon by getting signed up there as well.
Absolutely. PyCon is officially happening September 15th. It's going to be a blast. We're coming back to the Ledge Amphitheater in Waite Park, Minnesota. It's going to be a great time, and you guys will definitely not want to miss out on it because we got special music as ZZ Top coming. These legendary Hall of Fame rock and rollers are going to be coming out and playing their greatest hits at a private event just for you guys. The registration is free, but it is required for players for entry, so you guys need to sign up at pgl.world, get that registration email, and sign up and secure your place.
Yeah, we do have RP Too Ill for You taking home $7 over at TT's Tilted Tavern Bar and Grill. Good job to RP Too Ill for You. Now we're working on this coverall as we got one more ball to give it out, and it doesn't look like it's happening as we're moving on to a $10 must-go coverall. We got Mysterio
I was
out
just
there.
thinking the same thing.
Oh, Mysterio.
Wow.
That's the Spider-Man villain, correct?
Yes, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal plays Mysterio in the live-action
Yeah.
one. I did not like, as Mysterio is one of my favorite villains from the animated series.
Jake
I was
Gyllenhaal.
not a fan of their rendition of it, and I thought it was personally my least favorite of the Spider-Man movies.
I honestly agree, but we got puts over at Knuckleheads Bar and Grill taking home that $10 must-go prize in this game number 5. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 6 where that jackpot is moving and grooving on over to it. So guys, get enrolled and get ready to take it home. But we love showcasing all the players who sign up at pgl.world, and we got a long list of newcomers who did just that.
Oh, yeah, we got Phil Gurr, Wild Up North, QWERTY 507, Joanne JT Ritt, Ron Diaz 34, Josie 95, Ferg 5530, Kate Slick, USS 2020, all getting signed up at pgl.world.
So which one's your favorite right now?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Wild Up North.
Wild Up North?
Yeah.
Well, I am going with Phil Gurr.
Definitely some great ones there. I almost said Ferg. you know, because I just
Yeah.
like some Fergie Ferg action.
Absolutely.
Yeah, who doesn't like some Fergie Ferg
Do
action?
you like Fergie Ferg or ASAP Ferg?
Ooh, Fergie Ferg.
Fergie Ferg.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Fergie Ferg guy, as
I'd have to
I can't even
agree.
think of who A$AP Ferg is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who is that?
A rapper.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't know him well enough. We just got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, and we're getting enrolled into a game number 7 right now. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play as we talk about those crazy PGL standings that got affected just last Wednesday.
That's right. And in 10th place, getting pushed back from 9th, it's Tavern at Clearmont Pub with 222,000 points. Moving out from 10th into 9th, switching them spots is Deb Daniels over at HR Pesties with 227,000. But right ahead of him with 228,000 coming in from unranked into 8th place, it's Jay Stads over at the Bird's Nest. 7th place is Chapster over at Moe's with 229,000. 6th place is Diesel at Eagle St. James with 249,000. Then with 278,000 in 5th place, it's Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill. 4th place is Bergara at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 282,000. With 286,000 in 3rd place, it's Devoided at the Roadside. 2nd place is Keeves over at Clearwater Corners, who was able to jump up all the way from 6th place into 2nd just last Wednesday, as they sit with 345,000. But right ahead of them with 367,000 in 1st place, it is Forget You D at VFW Austin.
Definitely some awesome stuff there. Now let's move on to the location side of these standings. As in 10th place, getting bumped back from 7th, we got Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 825,000 points. With 845,000 points moving from unranked to 9th, we got LJ's in Miltona. Also moving from unranked to 8th, we got Corner, Pocket, and Rice with 868,000 points. With 904,000 points in 7th place, moving from unranked to that spot, we got American Legion Fridley. 6th place is Billy's Rockford with 923,000 points. With 1,170,000 points in 5th place, we got VFW Northfield. 4th place is Miltona Liquor Store with 1,354,000 points. With 1,512,000 points in 3rd place, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. And getting bumped back from 1st into 2nd, we got the Mabel Liquor Store with 1,643,000 points. Moving from 2nd into 1st, a big time jump up for them. Poppers in Virginia with 1,665,000 points. And can't wait to see how those standings get shaken up after tonight's MegaSota game night.
That's right. We are officially in this game number 7 with $6 on that line and large M prizes. And we have officially over $900, 920 to be exact, on that jackpot. And let's get you guys to take it home.
Oh yeah, big time players out there trying to win this jackpot. But we are looking to see if the Wild will make any more big time moves this offseason. And the Athletics' Michael Rusor has reported that Gurin has been actively looking for forwards on the trade market, perhaps due to not having much appetite for any remaining free agent options.
We do have Sinbob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven taking home $6 on that line prize.
Yeah, and if Gurin is indeed looking for a trade, there is one player in particular who would fit onto the roster beautifully, and better yet, he might be available. Edmonton Oilers right wing Jesse Puligarvi recently signed to a 1-year, $3 million extension. He is the ideal forward to complete the Wild lineup. The 4th overall pick in 2016 has largely disappointed Edmonton with his inability to finish scoring chances in the NHL. While that certainly can be frustrating for a fan base who believe he would be the perfect fit next to Connor McDavid, his ability to impact the game in other ways should catapult him into the top of Minnesota's wish list.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. If we could get a guy that can complete this, because we don't need guys that can. We got a lot of guys that can score the puck. If he can do a lot of other
stuff.
dirty work that gets those guys open so that they can score more points, or just him being able to be a great puck handler and pass to open guys, make right decisions and stuff like that, can super help. And him just being added onto an already super young team was only drafted 4th overall in the 2016 draft. Still has a long time in his career, and I think he could still develop some more with this very young Wild team.
All right, we do have Trap over at HR Pesties taking home that large M of $6. We officially move past that jackpot as we now have $10 on that Musco prize.
Oh yeah, but if you guys want to get some more Minnesota Wild action, play the great E-Tab game, Let's Go Wild. Even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score some great prizes.
Absolutely. We got Snorky and Walls 1 one ball away. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home that must-go prize as we are finishing off this game number 7 and getting ready for a game number 8 next.
But we have a coverall winner as Walls over at Moen's Bar in New Ulm is taking home the must-go prize of $10 in this game at number 7. We're about to get enrolled into game number 8 with that jackpot continuing to grow into this game. Don't miss out because there's only 3 more opportunities at taking home this great prize.
Absolutely, but we do have a fishing report done for you guys, updated on August 4th. This is about the Grand Rapids area, and this was done by Explore Minnesota. Fishing has been good for multiple species on the area lakes, and this bite should continue into the fall. Water temperatures have cooled slightly, so watch for changes over the next few weeks, with bluegills and sunfish have been very active at the edges of weeds, especially in the smaller lakes and in the bays with larger of those larger lakes. Small jigs with a piece of a crawler or a waxworm, even a small leech, will trigger some bites. Some of the best panfish lakes in the Grand Rapids area are Big Rice, Little Spithead, as well as Little Turtle. You can even check out Big Bass Lake in the Cohasset and the Raynar Lake in Marcel, as well as Myers Bay in the Pokegama Lake. The Grand Rapids area offers some of the best largemouth and smallmouth bass fishing in the state, witnessed by the many national bass tournaments held there. For largemouth bass, use cutter baits, topwater lures, crankbaits, or jigs with some plastics. Net jigs as well as working wonders for those smallmouth and largemouth bass. Some of the most noteworthy largemouth bass are on those Pokegama, Big Lake, and Loon, as well as Raleigh, Long, Wabana, as well as Spider. You can even check out that Trout Lake as well to see them there. There are numerous small lakes right in the area of Grand Rapids that can offer some exceptional bass fishing for kayak anglers.
Yeah, definitely some fun stuff there. I would love to do some kayak fishing. I feel like that would be a good way of going out.
Yeah, actually, we just this past weekend, we ended up taking a little weekend trip for his brother's birthday, and we were on a boat one day, and your sister and I were watching this man who was kayak fishing out on the Gulf of Mexico, and he had 4 rods with him.
That is crazy.
4 rods, a tackle box, as well as like a snack bag packed in his front. Like, we were like, how does he, when you're like, how do you do that?
Yeah, how do you pull in the fish? Like, you get like an ocean-sized like fish. You're going to end up getting pulled off that kayak.
It was so scary when we were thinking about it.
Yeah, it definitely.
It was so cool. He was like a pro, though. He was
trust that
paddling as well as he had his lure in the water still.
That is crazy.
I was like, this man knows what he's doing.
Definitely some fun stuff there.
He's been doing this for a while.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a lot of players that have been sending in player pictures for a while, as you see Fred Trish over there, as well as some more other great players that have sent in some player pictures. And we'd like to encourage you guys as well to send in those pictures, whether it's you just playing with your friends, your favorite bartender, having a good time playing Pilot games, or even our favorite player pictures are when you have those giant jackpots next to your face. Maybe on the phone with Jackpot Jen while you're taking the photo as well. We love a little action shot. But you can share those pictures on Facebook by messaging us on Facebook or by posting them onto any of your social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games. Or you can just email them to jackpots@pilotgames as well.
Absolutely. Definitely, you guys, you should do that. We are officially in this game number 8, and we're going to have some balls dropping soon, and we're going to see some big cash amounts on the line, as we have $6 on that line in Large M and $955 on that jackpot.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if this is necessarily a valid source that I got this information from, but big-time middle linebacker for the Bears that I just saw is having a little issues with the front office and maybe requesting a trade out of there.
Really?
As he's
come on over our way?
No, not our way, but getting him out of our division, which would be huge. I don't think they would trade him within division, as he's one of the better linebackers in the NFL. But Roquan Smith for the Bears, that would be a huge loss for them, as it would help out our running game a lot. We do have a winner, though.
That's right. We got Jack over at Jimmy's Food, as well as Donnie Hu over at VFW Spring Lake Park. They're both splitting up that $6 line prize.
Oh, yeah, but some other Vikings news. Viking special team coordinator Matt Daniels told media last week he expects kicker Greg Joseph will have the best year of his career. So what did Joseph think of that comment? Until being informed by a reporter, he actually didn't know Daniels said that. I'm off all of that, Joseph said, of paying attention to social media and traditional media. Joseph, who did thank Daniels for the comment once he knew about about it, he is completely focused these days on kicking, and it looks to be paying off. Joseph has had an impressive training camp, having rarely missed and regularly booming kicks of 50 or more yards. He has made all 3 of his attempts from 58 yards. The latest from that distance came on the final play of Monday night's practice at TCO Stadium. Joseph was then mobbed by teammates after concluding a night in which he made 7 of 8 attempts. It was as if the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell had predicted before the practice what Joseph would do. Hopefully, at the end of the 2-minute Monday, we can maybe kick a game winner against our defense and get 7,000 folks that are going to be here going a little bit. O'Connell said.
Absolutely. We got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that large M. $6 going out to you. We have $10 on that Musco prize now as we have sat 1 ball away.
Yeah, we'll see if we can give out this coverall so we can start getting enrolled into a game number 9 of Twins Bingo with that jackpot continuing growing. But we got a winner.
That's right. Loser Dave taking home another prize over at VFW Spring Lake Park. $10 going in your pocket in this game number 8. Let's get enrolled in game number 9.
Yeah.
As if you guys didn't know, preseason has started and the Jaguars and Raiders played, and the Raiders actually won.
Oh, I'm super excited for our Vikings to finally get into the preseason. I want to see some of these young players get out, and this may be a huge test and to see which one of these players are going to be getting the starting position. As I know, a lot of these players are in head-to-head battles with their backup to
they
try.
They play in 5 days.
Oh, that's so exciting.
That is so exciting.
I'm just happy that football's back. It makes me really happy. But if you guys want to get a little bit of Vikings action, play our great ETAB game, Skull Bingo. You guys can pick a lucky bettor in the Skull bonus round and see if you can win some giant prizes.
Absolutely.
Wait, it's called Vikings Victory. Skull Bingo is our happy hour game. Vikings Victory is our ETAB game.
Yes, but you can pick a lucky lucky letter in the Skull bonus round.
Yeah,
that's
in Vikings Victory.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely awesome stuff there. Yeah, definitely go check it out. As we talk about some celebrity birthdays, as you guys just got 2 minutes to get enrolled in the second to final game of Twins Bingo.
That's right. And in 1928, we got Bob Cousy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's a basketball Hall of Fame guard. He was the NBA champion. He won the NBA championship in 1957, 1959, all the way through 1963.
Yeah, he won
4 consecutive years.
Yeah, won a ridiculous amount.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
He would have won it for 6 consecutive years if he won it in 58.
Yeah. Well, he's part of the great Celtics team that
what's his name?
The guy who has 11 championships. I'm trying to think of who he is. He actually I think he just passed away. Yeah, look it up really quick. As Bill Russell. Bill Russell was the player that he was part of those 11 championships, helping him win quite a few of those, as he, I think, won 5 of them with him.
That is insane. He was also the NBA MVP in 1957. He also was a 13-time NBA All-Star from 1951 through 63, and that's when he was playing with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, a very talented player that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and is going to be remembered for a very long time.
Absolutely.
But next up on this list, born in 1938, we got Rod Larver, a Australian tennis player. Won the Grand Slam in 1962 and 1969, is an 11-time Grand Slam single title winner, and an 8-time Pro Major title. Has eight Pro Major titles.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Nice.
very impressive. Happy birthday.
Next up, in 1943, we have Ken Norton, the American heavyweight boxer who had 3 famous fights with Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, whenever you can stand up with Muhammad Ali, it is some pretty crazy stuff, and it kind of stinks for those boxers that were also really great, because he probably would have been one of the best boxers at some point if he didn't fight at the same time as the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah, definitely takes a little bit away. But we are officially in this game number 9. We have $7 on that line and large M, and $994 on that jackpot.
Yeah, next up on our celebrity birthday list, though, born in 1950, we got Chris Haney, a Canadian journalist who created the board game Trivial Pursuit.
Wowee.
Yeah, have you ever played Trivial Pursuit?
No, but I hear about it all the time.
Yeah, I think we actually have Trivial Pursuit at our place. As I
Like
think,
our home?
yeah, I think I had the game. I have the game.
We should play it.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's a board game in which winning is determined by the player's ability to answer general knowledge and pop culture questions.
Okay, we do have Jack as well as Angie, both splitting, as well as Caribou. Anyone else? Jack over at Jimmy's Food and Drink, Angie at Gas Can Bar and Grill, as well as Caribou at the Trail Stop, all splitting up that $7 line prize.
Yeah, we'll see if we can give out this $7 large M really soon, as we got Caribou 4 balls away. And if we can get it out early, we'll have a beautiful run up at that $994 coverall jackpot.
Absolutely. Well, next up in 1961, we have Amy Stiller, the American actress. She was known for The Amazing Miss Marvel.
Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Oh my goodness.
Maisel.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a great one. But Amy Stiller is actually the mother to Ben Stiller.
Oh.
Yes. So, you know, a little bit of Zoolander action. Passed down some good-looking genes, I guess.
Yeah.
I love Ben Stiller. He cracks me up. But
Oh, I know her.
yeah, Amy Stiller. She had a great career of her own. She's in the King of Queens, Dodgeball, Tropic Thunder.
She's in a lot of Ben Stiller movies.
Yeah, she appears.
She's in yeah.
Yeah, appears with Ben Stiller a bunch. She's in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is personally my favorite Ben Stiller movie.
I'd have to agree.
So, happy birthday, Amy Stiller. Next up, born in 1963, a huge name, Whitney Houston. American singer. She did I Will Always Love You, I Want to Dance with Somebody, as well as was an actress in The Bodyguard, and was a film producer in The Princess Diaries.
What hasn't she done?
Yeah, we do have a winner, though.
That's right, Kirby at American Legion Fridley is taking away that $7 large M, as we have that $11 Musco prize going out to Sinbob as well as Angie.
Yeah, Simbob at Corky's Bar, South Haven, and Angie over at Gas Can Bar and Grill. Good job to all those winners in game number 9. We're about to get enrolled into game number 10. Your final opportunity to take home that coverall jackpot on this Tuesday. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play.
Absolutely. Well, happy birthday, Whitney Houston. Next up in 1964, we have Brett Hull, the Canadian-American NHL right wing. He was an 8-time All-Star, a 2-time Stanley Cup winner.
Yeah,
and
very, very talented. I mean, I would be surprised if he doesn't make the Hall of Fame with that kind of resume right there. Is he...
He played with the Calgary Flames, the St. Louis Blues, the Dallas Stars, Detroit Red Wings, as well as the Phoenix Coyotes, all between 1986 and 2005.
Wow.
And he is 58 years old today, and he lives in Canada.
Yeah, happy birthday, Brett Hull. Next,
He went to college in Minnesota.
that's awesome. What college did he go to?
University of Minnesota Duluth.
That's awesome. Well, happy birthday, Brett Hull. Next up, one of my favorite cornerbacks of all time, and just a very entertaining football player. Born in 1967, Deion Sanders, American College and Pro Football Hall of Fame cornerback, as well as MLB outfielder. But let's get into the football career. He was a Super Bowl winner in 1995 and in 96. Was an 8-time Pro Bowler who played for the Dallas Cowboys, the Atlanta Falcons, as well as I think a few other teams along with that. And then was an MLB outfielder mainly for the New York Yankees and the Atlanta Braves, but would after football season have to go right over to baseball, which is, I mean, you have to be so talented and so athletic to be able to do that kind of thing.
Absolutely, that is impressive.
And what's even better is he was like the best cornerback in all of football at
that time as well.
While also playing baseball, which he wasn't, I mean, amazing at baseball, but like was still a very productive and good player playing in the MLB.
Well, good for him. Happy birthday, Deion Sanders.
Yeah, and also like just was absolutely so entertaining. Would wear the giant gold chains. Had so many fun styles to him.
Yeah.
I mean, is a walking quote, especially when he was playing. And so really, really entertaining stuff. Plus, is still like crazy athletic. Like he'll
Really?
go out there and he'll be doing like these like, you know, a bunch of like former NFL players playing like flag football together.
Yeah.
And he'll be like sprinting around everywhere, like doing crazy stuff.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he's actually a head coach for an HBU college now just got like one of the top football prospects in the entire nation.
Okay.
And is looking really, really good right now.
That's some really exciting stuff.
Yeah, real happy birthday, Deion Sanders. Next up, born in 1970, we got Rod.
Brian DeMore, he is the Canadian ice hockey center. He won the Stanley Cup in 2006 with the Carolina Hurricanes, where he was also captain. He was an NHL All-Star in 1992, and he also got a Selke Trophy in 2006, again in 2007, and he was also a coach, and he got the Jack Adams Award in 2021 for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Wow, I would guess that he's still coaching the Carolina Hurricanes, who have been very, very good over the last few years. Totally makes sense. He is still coach and former player. He's the head coach still for the Carolina Hurricanes. He's played 20 seasons in the NHL. Next up, though, born in 1985, we got Anna Kendricks, American actress and singer, and Pitch Perfect, as well as a lot of other things.
Yes.
Well, but I mean, I think everyone knows her as
Into
the
the
main
Woods.
character in Pitch Perfect.
Special Favor, A Simple Favor.
That's the one with
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively. That's probably my favorite movie with hers, as I really enjoyed that movie.
It was good.
But happy birthday, Anna Kendricks, as we're in the final game, and we got a line prize winner going out to Jack over at Jimmy's Food and Drink, and Albert BBB splitting up $6.
Nicely done. Next up, on our final celebrity birthday in 1998, we got Irvin Smith Jr. He is an American football tight end for the Minnesota Vikings of the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, one of our favorite players that are on the team was injured last season, so we didn't get to see him fully, but we expect some pretty big things for him, as he always seems to be one of Kirk Cousins' favorite red zone threats.
All right.
Yeah, super, super great stuff. Now we're working on that $6 large gem still, as we got players 3 balls away.
That's right, but we want to highlight a very fun Minnesota State fair food, and it is breakfast gnocchi. A bed of potato gnocchi topped with scrambled eggs, bacon, pesto cream, shallots, and a balsamic glaze.
Yeah, that is really tasty
That
stuff right
sounds
there.
amazing.
I felt like I don't even know what
I've
half those
never
words
thought-
are, but I would totally eat that up.
Gnocchi are like those little soft pillow like pastas that you get in the Olive Garden soups.
Yum. Super,
good.
super good. We do have Jack over at Jimmy's Food and Drink taking home that $6 large gem, giving us a really nice run up at this over $1,000 jackpot, as Jack is already 4 balls away.
Let's make it happen and give out this jackpot on our final game. That is awesome.
Yeah, speaking of Jack, actually, Jack came out on today in 1996, the movie starring Robin Williams. I think, no, is it Robin Williams?
I'm not sure.
That's in Jack. And it's actually a really sad movie from what I hear, and which you don't normally expect from a Robin Williams movie, but is a little tougher to watch than most of his.
Yeah, it's about a child who ages faster than a normal rate.
Yeah, really, really crazy stuff. Definitely a crazy one released on today, as we still got some more that I don't necessarily have ever watched. 2019, both of them were released, Dora and the Lost City of Gold, the live action, and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Great scary movie. We do have Sin Bob taking away that final prize, $10 on that must go, going out to you in this game number 10. Congratulations to all of our winners in this past 10 games, but we have a very important winner who took home a jackpot this past weekend, a very large one, while supporting a great charity.
Yeah, Pepper over at Moose Lodge Wait Park took home $35,894, and everybody at Moose Lodge Wait Park is supporting the Moose Lodge 1400 Wait Park. Their mission is to be a fraternal program and to help community service within their lodge and chapter. Definitely some great stuff. This day in history, Wayne Gretzky was traded, so that's pretty crazy stuff as well. Enjoy a little bit of Jackpot 125 set edition. We'll see you guys for happy hour, but remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
Hey guys, and we love our happy hour standings where you guys get to play a bunch of different games, a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo action, a little bit of Skull bingo action, and we got these standings right here.
Absolutely, and on the player side of things, we start off strong with a three-way tie in 10th between Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville, all with 10,000 points. Next up, we have another three-way tie, this time in 7th place between Dustball 75 at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill, Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby at American Legion Fridley. All three of those players with 11,000 points. Then with 12,000 in 6th place, we got Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon. 5th place is Chica over at Willie McCoy's of Andover with 13,000. Then with 15,000 in 4th place, it's Billany at VFW Blaine. 3rd place is Lars over at Anami Vets Club with 17,000. Then with 20,000 points in 2nd place, it's Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. 1st place, though, is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 38,000 points.
Definitely a great player side to those standings. Into the location side, in 10th place, we got Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 8th place, we have a two-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids and Willie McCoy's of Andover. 7th place is Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar Burnsville with 19,000 points. With 23,000 points in 6th place, we got VFW Blaine. 5th place is Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 26,000 points. With 33,000 points in 4th place, we got the American Legion Fridley. Then in 3rd place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 44,000 points. With 46,000 points in 2nd place, we got Anami Vets Club. And in 1st place, with a total of 80,000 points, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids.
Wow, I love keeping track of these standings, but make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 4 to 6 to try your hand at the happy hour games.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey everyone, we love our specialty nights. You can check those out on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but they have been competing all season long already for these PGL standings.
Oh yeah, and in 10th place, we got Tavern over at Claremont Pub with 222,430 points. 9th place is Deb Daniels over at HR Pesties with 227,395 points. 8th place is Jay Stads over at the Bird's Nest with 228,070 points. With 229,965 points in 7th place, we got Chapster over at Moe's. 6th place is Diesel over at Eagle St. James with 249,030 points. With 278,230 points in 5th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. Fourth place is Burgar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 282,650 points. Third place with 286,880 points, we got Devoided over at the Roadside. Second place is Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 345,205 points. With 367,335 points, find themselves in first place. We got a big-time player for Get You D over at VFW Austin.
That is some big-time stuff, but on the location side of things, we start off in 10th place with Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 825,545 points. With 845,790 points right ahead of them in 9th, it's LJ's in Miltona.